What's up, guys? So I've been dabbling into e-juices and e-liquids lately, and again, for the newcomers, those are just the nicotine concentrated oils that you use in devices such as, Kanger tanks, clearamizers by brands that range the whole industry from Atmos, Joy Attack, Ego. You've heard it, I'm sure, all by now. So I wanted to start checking out some brands, tasting them for myself, seeing, which ones are my favorites, and I stumbled across a product by a company called NicQuid. Now, I really like their product. It's a USA-based company. As I started this search, I wanted to make sure I found a good US supplier. Nothing against, the international suppliers. It's just, I don't know if you've been following the news and how the FDA may regulate the e-juices and e-liquids in the future. It just seems like part of their policy is going to be to restrict the import of e-juices from foreign countries, such as China. And it's all about quality control, right? So they want to make sure they have a firm grasp on regulating how it's made, what goes in it. And that's just going to be easier to do with, these US manufacturers. I just don't want to get hooked on a brand and then find out, a few months or a year down the line, it's illegal to import it. So getting started now with US-based companies is just going to help me make sure that I can get that product down the line. Anyway, back to NicQuid. They have a plethora of flavors in a variety of strengths that you are probably expecting by now. So those include anywhere from no nicotine inside them, so you just get just the flavor, up to 6 milligrams, 12, 18, and 24 milligrams. So you can check out all the different flavors and prices at NicQuid.com. It's like 20 bucks for 30 milliliters, so that's a pretty good deal. Let's talk more about the vapor experience itself. At the moment, my go-to vaporizer is a Kanger Mini Pro Tank 3. I just get a lot of good flavor from that device, and pairing that with NicQuid is really getting some good results for me. Lots of good flavor, very good vapor, wet, not dry, not burned. And some of that does depend on the vaporizer you're using, but some of that does depend on the quality of the liquid. Overall, the NicQuid, or liquid nicotine if you will, just seems to provide a very consistent flavor and vaping experience. Now, it would be tough for me to go over all their different flavors, but it's things like you expect, and they have a variety of, some fruitier flavors, berries, apple, blueberry, things like that, They have a variety of, sort of more of the minty and menthol type of flavors. Feel nice in your throat. More of that winter green kind of taste to it. Then some of the creamier mixes that just have like more of a candy flavor to them. And then also tobacco blends and things like that. Now, while I can't talk about all the flavors, I do want to talk about my favorite flavor. This is the one I take to all my friends. Whenever I tell my friends about this brand, I'm like, I want you to try this flavor and tell me your first impression. So far, nobody's thought the same thing as me until after I tell them. So maybe it's just me, but their Soho flavor. It's the Soho blend. It comes in a red package. I'm not sure, this is definitely not what they were flavoring it after, but the very first hit, I took it and I was just like, Cap'n? It tastes just like Captain Crunch, no lie. It was my immediate first reaction. Maybe your opinions will differ, but I took a hit and immediately thought, this takes me back to my childhood and adulthood. I'm just eating Captain Crunch every morning for breakfast. I don't know, maybe it's just my brain, the way it works, but for me, that's my favorite flavor just because it tastes like cereal. That's pretty unique, I loved it, so all their flavors are good. I recommend checking out Soho. See what you think about it as well for yourself. So check out NicQuid. It's a good company, good product. I'll probably do some reviews of different brands, different flavors on down the line from different companies. For now, Soho from NicQuid.com, among their other flavors. And as always, for the different devices to vaporize these things, check out www.vapevetstore.com. We have some Kanger tanks, some Atmos products, some e-prod from Yocan. All of those very good at getting good flavor and good vapor from e-juices and e-liquids. I recommend the Mini Pro Tank 3 personally. It's the cheapest and it's the best, so that's a rare thing to come by. And as always, leave some comments down there. Let us know what you think. Have you tried out NicQuid for yourself? If you have, what did you think the flavors tasted like? Do you disagree with me? Is it not Captain Crunch that I'm tasting? Am I crazy? Or do you just have questions in general about e-juices, e-liquids, and the different vaporizers? We tirelessly read through all the comments, so leave it down there and we'll get back to you. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.